Good day to you, Annalynne. My name is Jim Conlan. Welcome to our show. And I'm now joined on the line by Annalynne McCord to discuss the US-American TV comedy show Let's Get Physical, which can be seen on channel E4 here in the UK and Ireland. And Annalynne, Let's Get Physical, fitness guru, it's all a topic at the trend at the moment. Everyone wants to get in shape, and you bring sort of a light sort of comedy humour with a twist.
Yes, I think the show, one of the things I love about it is it kind of pokes a little bit of fun about how crazy our society has become about working out and being thin and being perfect. And so Claudia Croft, my character, and her crazy husband Barry Croft, they obviously have the metrics, and they're, you're not allowed in our terminals if you don't really look like you work out, if you don't have a perfect aesthetic, and we automatically upload to social media because that's the most important thing in the whole world.
Yeah.
If you did an Instagram, did it really happen? So there's some fun undertones by me who tends to have a little bit of a laugh at how vain my own industry and this world that we've kind of that we live in now has become. So we get to have fun in these ridiculous circumstances with the aerobics, but also have, a little bit of a hey guys, let's check ourselves a little bit here.
Yeah, and Annalynne, you're sort of caught in a love triangle between Joe Force, played by Matt Jones, and Chris Diamantopoulos, played by Barry Cross. You were Joe's high school sweetheart, the one that got away from him. Joe's probably looking back and saying, how did he get a girl like this? And now she's gone to his arch enemy, the more successful rival, Barry Cross, who does everything in his power to see Joe in ruins. And you're sort of tiptoeing between both, sort of trying to keep everyone happy, but trying to keep your husband happy, but you also sort of have that sort of some sort of remorse and feelings towards Joe that you just don't want him to go belly up either.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I love a good love triangle.
Yeah.
Two men, that's the kind of ratio I'm talking about. But yeah, there's definitely a dynamic between, I think, Claudia with Joe, where you kind of see more of the real Claudia come out, and she really tries to suppress that side of herself. That's the side she's trying to forget. And Barry is the side that, it's just the most amazing, superficial relationship you could ever imagine. And you're amazing, baby. No, you're amazing, baby. And it's all, that surface level. Let's never go too deep because that's uncomfortable. Let's be defensive and cover it with a big, smile and perfect abs. So I think that when you see Claudia with Joe, you get to realize, okay, some things happened down the line that made this woman feel like she has to be, the cold, calculated, if you don't mind me saying, bitch that she's become. So you get to understand a little bit more, a little window into the former Claudia when you see her with Joe. And also, I think Barry and Claudia have some moments that are good dynamics, and their communication is it's a little bit extreme and crazy, but there is something to be said for that, and they have some crazy wild beat each other up sex, which I think is fun to play in comedy. So.
Yeah, and Annalynne, I remember seeing the first episode, and it struck me in relation to the movie. We all see these spin-off sort of TV series now from movies, and it reminded me so much of Balls of Fury with Ben Stiller and the sort of the epic sort of ping pong match, that it was a sort of a spin-off sort of. I would see Chris Diamantopoulos' character reminds me so much of Ben Stiller, and your character, it seems to almost feels sort of, it feeds off that sort of genre, and it attracts very much that sort of core audience, I imagine, your 16-year-olds to your 35-year-old bracket.
Totally. I like to say Claudia's kind of the 30-year-old Naomi. from Nano. So she's definitely, you know, if me was not Beverly Hills and was in a bit of a smaller town, she would be the Naomi of the small town.
Yeah.
I mean, running the big, you know, successful gym and being that cutting edge chick that she could be. And for me, that's fun because it's kind of, I've done a lot of independent film work. I've developed a little bit of a cult following with a love for my characters tend to be moderate, severely psychotic. And I don't know why I'm so good at that. Don't ask me why. But I have a lot of fun in my independent film. But it was nice to kind of also return to. I think 90210 was. It was kind of like a dramedy, so it had some comedy in there. But this is my first comedy ever, so I was a little intimidated. I was a little nervous. Actually, the guys, you know, they really carry the punchline of it all.
Yeah.
I give you more of the straight character, but I definitely pulled some of my old Naomi days to bring Claudia Call.
Yeah, and Annalynne, I sort of noticed as well, you're struck with a cast of two real funny men, two sort of comedians in Matt Jones and then Chris Diamantopoulos. But then you have the most experienced veteran actress there in Jane Seymour, who played Joe Force's mom, Janet, and to have a lady with all that sort of wisdom and years behind her, but yet she can shine a comedy element to. She must be a sort of a role model in itself for you to look and aspire to achieve.
I mean, I love working with everybody. This is the most fun I've actually ever had on a set in my entire career. There were so many moments where I was like, guys, stop! Like, I can't laugh as hard and actually do my scene right. So we had a lot of fun. I love working with Jane because we have this. You know what I love about the dynamic between Jane's character and my character?
Yep.
Really, that there are these moments where, you know, we're at each other's throats. So when we do something really sly or devious, the other one kind of has a little bit of respect. Like,
yeah,
like she just did that. Like, that was okay. And I really love that instead of it being, I totally attribute this to the writers, the Newmark brothers, Ann and Ben, and obviously all those guys. You know, they really made a point to not just make it two catty girls, you know, that kind of energy.
Yeah.
Like, we have that element, but there's also, like, they really made a point to make the women intelligent and kind of calculated, and I think that in a way, you know, it was a lot of fun for Jane and I to play not just the element of going at each other's throats, but also the respect.
Yeah, and I suppose, Annalynne, if you can maybe tell us about the production week and shooting for Let's Get Physical. Would you arrive in on a Monday morning? Would you get a script and a cast and you go through a few rehearsals? Would there be ever block shooting of multiple episodes where you'd have to learn multiple scripts off a heart for various different episodes? Or was it generally done for maybe 5 days to shoot one episode?
A little bit of the first two. So we did have a good week before filming began that we came in and did rehearsals. I personally, that's not my way to do stuff. I'm very much an instinctual actress. I don't like to lose the first time of it all. If that makes sense. So I was a little reticent about doing rehearsals in the beginning. I made it very clear to the director. I was like, I don't like this. He was like, well, you know, it's important we don't have a lot of time on the day because we were shooting 2 episodes. We were block shooting 2 episodes at a time. So we had, you know, 4 directors. We would have 2 directors, you know, coming on during the days, and we're working with, 2 people. A director would do 2 episodes, and then if we had to pull in something for a location, we would actually be working with a different director altogether. So the first director, he and we vibed at first. I think that I was very communicative about the fact that I really don't like to give it all away in rehearsal.
Yeah.
And so we kind of butted heads a little bit with that. I definitely went with it all, and I mostly kind of just played along. But I really did end up saving my stuff for the day, and that's when the magic happens for me. So, but rehearsals work for a lot of people, and I think that I understand, the meaning behind it, and it actually got some of our other actors who were coming in and had a lot, especially Matt Jones, he was coming in doing a lead number one role for the first time. Doing rehearsals is crucial for him, so it was good to kind of get the energy of everybody and see how everybody works. But for me, I was kind of like, okay, I'm gonna put in about 60% because I'm not giving away 100 until it's on the day. So that's kind of how it works for us up there.
And Annalynne, I suppose we know you came from TV series, as you said, as Beverly Hills and Nip Tuck, and you're going into sort of a real out-and-out comedy series in Let's Get Physical, and where humour and there's a change of the direction and wacky storylines every minute. How much is that a challenge in relation to going from one genre of acting in relation to TV series, which is a tiny bit more serious, to a show where it's just all out there and the goal is to as many gags and wise lines and one-liners that are just going to create a reaction or a response? Is it a sort of a different sort of unique challenge, and is it one that you look forward to?
Oh, absolutely. I love to challenge myself. I'm someone, to be quite honest, I get bored very easily. So this got me feeling like I was in drama school again. I was all nervous, the first day of school,
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if I was going to be funny. My makeup artist and as I like to call him, my husband, my gay husband, he was up there with me, and he likes to tell me all the time, "You're not funny. I don't know why people laugh at you. You're not funny at all." And so I was like, this is not helping me go into doing a comedy when my best friend's telling me I'm not funny. So we had, good banter, and he would actually, he's very dry, and he would give me some pointers here and there when he would hear things. But mostly, I would say that I had a concept of being funny, and then when I watched things in the first couple episodes of playback, I realized I thought I was going big, from my experience, this was me being big. I did not look like I was going big at all. I was like, oh my gosh, I need to have a better concept of myself in the comedy world. And I really learned a lot from Chris. He has studied every comedian that's ever existed on planet Earth. He knows all the pointers and things that he told me. He said just being loud is funny sometimes. Little things like that he would just, and with so much respect and just give me pointers and stuff, and I really, really appreciated working side by side with him. He's such a professional. He was always on point. He always knew his lines. He was always ready to improvise, which I really love. I had a little bit of a background in improvisation, which really served me well in this genre, because improvising is a big part of it. It's about that first moment sometimes, and once you get the flow of the character and you kind of run with them, you can have some real magical moments, and I definitely had this with Chris.
Yeah, and Annalynne, I suppose basically, what are we now know you've shot season 1, and what are your hopes for the future of Let's Get Physical? Are plans in the pipeline in relation? I know it's only season 1 is only being shown. I think we're into the 4th episode here in Ireland in relation to being on Channel 4. What's down the road for your character Claudia Cross, and where do you see the series sort of taking her?
Well, I am such an thanks with the executive producers who are just awesome and have such a great vision for where they want to go with this, and they really want to see all the roles switching around, the power role. They want to see Claudia in the power role, and they want to see her lose it all, and maybe Janet's in the power role, and they want to kind of toy with this through the seasons, if it goes that far, knock on wood. So obviously Claudia has kind of set up the dynamic of using her two lovers against each other, and so they'll explore that a little bit more. The plan too is in future seasons, like I said, if everything is going swimmingly, that will have longer seasons. This is only an 8-episode first season. It's very short for these type of shows, so they would want to expand that, which allows for more storytelling and for us to have a little more fun with those kind of power dynamics.
And Annalynne McCord, may I ask you, have you ever been to Ireland?
I've been to Ireland so many times. I love Ireland so much. I found out about squatters' rules because I found out I could buy property there. I literally got off the plane with my sister, and Americans love to say when we have like a 0.02% of some other nation that we're from there. But my last name is McCord. My heritage is Scot-Irish, back several generations. And my older sister and I came for the first time about 10 years ago. And we got off the plane, and we literally were driving to the countryside. And I was like, why did this feel like I've been here before? And she said that she was having the same feeling for like the whole 30-minute drive. And we were just like, we were in love. So I love Ireland. I love the people. I love the humor. I love the energy, and yeah, I'm a big fan of Irish culture.
And Annalynne, that's a good point, and that's great to know, because just before we let you go now, we're going to ask you, do you want to take part in our celebrity quiz? It's how well do you know I'm a celebrity, how well do you know Ireland? Representing the show Let's Get Physical. In the past we had celebrities such as Melissa Fumero, Katie Sackhoff, Charlie Sheen, Robert Davi, to name but a few. So do you want, it's 10 simple questions about Ireland. We're just going to jog your memory. It's sort of a light-hearted way to finish off the interview. Are you up for it?
Okay, let's do it.
Okay, so Annalynne McCord, you're a celebrity. How well do you know Ireland? Question number 1. Can you name any colour in the Irish flag?
Green.
Correct. 1 from 1. Question number 2. Can you name any county in Ireland?
County in Ireland. Hold on. No, that was county. No, probably not.
Okay, so Annalynne, question number 3. March the 17th is known as what day worldwide?
Okay, can you say it again? Sorry.
Yeah, March the 17th is known as what day worldwide?
St. Paddy's Day.
Correct. Question number 4. Which of these is a famous Irish tourist attraction? You probably have heard about it when you were here in Ireland. Is it A, the Cliffs of Moher, B, Brandenburg Gate, or C, Oystermouth Castle?
I think it's A.
Correct. Correct. The Cliffs of Moher.
Okay, yes. I knew it sounded familiar, but I was like, I don't know if that's Ireland. Cool.
Okay, question number 5, halfway down, Annalynne. Which of these is a famous Irish river? And it's also the name of an Irish airport as well, so that's a kind of clue for you. Is it A, the River Shannon, B, the River Rhine, or C, the River Leck?
The name of the airport as well.
Yeah, so is it the River Shannon, Rhine, or Leck?
Okay.
So...
I'm going to guess. I'm going to say C.
Leck is in...
No.
Yeah? You're going for what?
A or C. A or C. A or C. Any money, mo. Hit the tiger by the throat. In the holler, they can pay $50 every day. My mother told me to pick the right best one, and you are at Shannon. A.
Correct. Shannon is correct.
Yes!
Question number 6.
Oh, that's awesome.
Can you name any famous Irish sports star? And I'll give you a hint. This guy was all over the American TV networks last year. He fought Floyd Mayweather. He's known as the Notorious. You might have heard of him.
You're probably tired of him. Can I ask for another hint?
Yeah. So basically, I'll give you his first name, Connor.
Oh, Conor McGregor. Okay, gotcha.
Correct. Question number 7. Can you name the famous alcoholic beer founded in Ireland?
Guinness.
Correct. Question number 8. Ireland was once occupied by what country? And it's our next door neighbours, just across the water from us.
The UK, England?
Correct.
Or, I know, the Norwegians came over too. Okay, I thought it was England.
Question number 9. Which plant or shrub is the national symbol of Ireland?
Is this the clover?
Correct. Yes, again. And finally, I say you'll be very confident about this question. The last one. Can you name any famous Irish actor or musician? So just any actor or any Irish musician.
I'm going to have to go with Jamie Dornan.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. We'll accept that. Annalynne McCord, before we let you go, you scored 7 out of 10 in Ireland's Celebrity Quiz. How well do you know Ireland? And Annalynne, just before we let you go off the airwaves tonight, if you just want to say to our viewers, why should they check in and tune into your hit show, Let's Get Physical, and what lies and what treats are ahead for them?
I would love for you guys to tune into my show because it'll help out my career. But for your personal reasons, to tune in, it's a lot of fun. I think with all the things going on in our world right now, it's great to have shows like these that are just an escapism where you can just laugh and forget about the world for half an hour and just have some fun. And if you're on episode 4, I don't know if you said it's already aired or not, but that's one of my favorite episodes.
Okay.
So if you haven't checked out episode 4 and you watch it and you happen to like a film series where the tagline is, would you like to play a game?
Yeah.
You'll have a lot of fun with episode 4 of Let's Get Physical.
Annalynne McCord, it's been a pleasure talking to you on the airwaves tonight. We wish you all the best and Let's Get Physical. I've no doubt about it. There will be future series and we wish you all the best in your future endeavours. Take care, Annalynne.
Thanks so much. I'll see you guys in Ireland.
Cheers. Thank you.